guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here still at the Texas State Fair, and of course, still hanging out at the Chevrolet booth because there's a lot of new things that are coming your way, especially big things like this. What is it? Let me introduce you to the 2025 updated, changed up, refresh Chevrolet Suburban. This particular one is the Premier trim. But before we get into the oldest, longest running nameplate in Chevrolet's lineup, let's talk about what's going on here. You heard correctly. The Suburban name has been around since 1933, if you could believe that. And think about the time period. That was right during the Great Depression. Great Depression started in 1929 when the stock market crashed, and it went for many years. Suburban came about to help people move their larger families, because back then, a lot of families were 6, 8, 10, 12 kids in size. Suburban today is still going to give you that maximum size, even though maybe your family isn't the size of an army. What's great is that they decided to take all the things people love about the Silverado, pour it into a mixing bowl, and then take new things that people wanted and mix that in to this new Suburban. But what I want to find out is, did Chevy get it right? Does the Suburban still provide the maximum in full-size SUV versatility? Let's go ahead, let's dive into our new 2025 Premier Edition of the Suburban and find out. Right off the bat, this takes the place of all the XLs and the max size SUVs in the competition. So you think Jeep Grand Wagoneer, you think L, that's a Suburban. It's basically a Tahoe L. Now, at the front end of the business, where you're gonna see new style. We have new signature lighting, LED style. I like the way they kind of tamed down that whole Transformer-esque shape going on. LED projector beam headlight, and they kept the corner vents very clean and very functional. Along the bottom, when you go Premier, you are gonna get a little bit of chrome trim, but you're also gonna get LED fog lamps, which are great as well. Now, when you come across that grille, each trim brings a specific grille. The Premier trim brings a lot of bling and chrome. So you might want to wear your Chevrolet Ray-Bans if you're staring at this grille in the sun. You have the traditional gold colored bow tie with your forward-facing camera, that chrome trim nicely accented, a little bit of body color. The one thing I gotta zonk is that if you don't go with a turbo diesel engine, then you get this fake vent area on the bottom, which kind of turns me off. Doesn't get me excited. But I do like the way they brought some more of that chrome trim on the lower lip. Now, as we rise up, you got that mega size hood. Of course, the 3 engine options. Duramax turbo diesel, which now has more torque, 5.3 liter naturally aspirated V8, 355 horsepower, and of course, the 6.2 liter, the bad boy, with 420 horsepower, all mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, when we come around the bend, Premier trim, you're not getting the 24-inch wheels. You're gonna have to go high country for that. But what you're getting are 20-inch wheels, hand polished. I actually watched these get polished by hand before they were put on. Tires are 275 on the width, beefy 60 series sidewall, and guess what? No flat black around the fender openings, nicely painted. Now, this color really isn't my favorite, I'll be honest. And with the wheels, it looks a little fuddy-duddy, but the great news is they got different wheels you could choose from in different colors, because it's different strokes for different folks. Now, coming down the side, on the Premier trim, just like on the grille, you are gonna get chrome on the mirror caps, your 360-degree cameras, that Suburban name, that oldest running nameplate, all in chrome finish, machined aluminum along the bottom, those silver roof rails. And what's nice is that with the running boards, I can actually get up and down to put things up there. That's the key to having those stationary running boards with the chrome trim along the bottom. Door handles are color matched with a little bit of chrome. And then I also like the way they didn't do all the gloss black back here. This portion is gloss black, but then we have that bright, shiny metalwork. It's almost like a hockey stick. My nephews love to play hockey. They're gonna be the next NHL pros. They would like this design because it looks like a hockey stick. Working our way towards the rear, of course, this is rear-wheel drive bias, but it is 4x4 with a 2-speed transfer case, large quarter glass window, and then swinging around out back. What do we got going on here? They redid the lights. Look at how great those look. No old-fashioned light bulbs, nicely illuminated. Just a little bit of gloss black along the middle, but you have that bold Suburban name. My favorite part is how they hide the wiper. That just gives a nice clear view of the back. The glass does open up, so if you want to open the glass, that's all you gotta do, to just reach inside. Say you're at a soccer game and your kids forget their shin guards in the Suburban, you could come and grab them. And you don't even have to worry about opening up the rear. So that's a nice touch. The way they brought the consistent, cohesive design with the chrome, you got your staggered exhaust, nice round tip, stainless steel polish there. And then when it comes to towing, you are going to be able to do your crazy towing well over 8,000 pounds, depending on what engine option that you go with. But that's where your towing receiver is hidden behind the cover. But why don't we go ahead, let's get inside this thing, because I got some big technology I want to show you. All right, guys, we are inside this 2025 Chevy Suburban, this being the Premier trim. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I've always been a fan of the Suburban. I was born in a Suburban. I raised my kids in a Suburban. I think I'm liking this new Suburban. How much is it? No official pricing yet, but we will have that for you very soon. I'm sure it's going to be pretty close to what the competition is bringing. But let's see what Chevy has done to the beloved Suburban for 2025. To the door panels. Love the two-tone. You're going to have that off-white with that wood finish that doesn't have any veneer on it, and I like that. It's a regular style finish to the wood, a little bit of aluminum trim. You do have, of course, the contrast stitching, nice soft padding, and then look at the door pockets. Perfect for some deep fried Reese's peanut butter cups here at the State Fair. And then down below, you could go over to Antonio's tent and get yourself the Texas size meatball sub. They actually use real Texas grass-fed beef for that meatball sub and a large bottle of root beer to wash it down. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, love the new materials, the stitching, that wood style finish. It's not real wood, so you don't have to worry about getting splinters. And I think it's gonna take a better beating over time, and I like the way, like I said, there's no veneer on it. Notice the stitching all the way across. Down below, you got your banana hammock pocket. Remember, one average banana is actually 2 servings of fruit. So be careful with consuming the bananas because they're dense. They're not like an apple or a pear. Come on in. What are we pairing you with? A 17.7-inch infotainment system screen, full touchscreen. You do have your AC controls in the screen, or you can operate them with some switch gear, which I'll show you in a second. On the Premier, we have 3 stages of ventilated seats, 3 stages of heated seats, and of course, dual climate control, our Google Maps, and then we got all the same great icons that you're familiar with. Go into camera views, look at the 360. I actually hired some models to sit around and be able to be shown in the camera. So they're doing a great job. I definitely got to give them an extra nice tip there, but really great to have all of that easy to use technology, even things like you could listen to the Raiti's Rides podcast if we had one. But working our way down, your start stop button, the stitching, dual climate control. Here's the real knob. So if you don't want to touch the screens for your climate control, you could do it right here. Wireless charging, even for a mega size iPhone 47 Platinum Edition. You got a place for 2 Twinkies, a USB-A, a USB-C, just a little bit of gloss black, but watch this. You want to see a magic trick? They got a magician here. It's kind of freaky looking at the Texas State Fair. He's doing some weird magic. He's actually making people's wallets disappear. I could make this move without even touching it. Are you ready? Hocus pocus, alakazam. Please work for me because we are recording right now. Look at that. Power sliding, center console. This is where you could put your your purse, your bags of whatever you have, a sack, a satchel, even a cowboy hat. And then look at the nice little tray here. I'm sure you could think of some sneaky things that you would want to put in there. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I got your number. And then you can slide it right back. Look at that, all magic. No technology, it's just magic. Lift this up. It's not as deep of a storage area without the power sliding, but you're still gonna be able to get your fried nachos in here, a nice big large order of them. What they do is they put fried pickles on the fried nachos, and then they actually just fry the whole container that you hold it in. They go big here in Texas, what can I say? The leather interior, new material. I love this off-white. Gonna be hard to keep clean, but it looks good. Power seats for the passenger, power seats for the driver. We do have a full-size panoramic sunroof, and you have digital rear view mirror. Those are the curtains behind us where the magician is hiding. But why don't you come over here behind the wheel, the steering wheel. This is where you're gonna wanna be sitting and not hiding around driving the Suburban. Come on. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. Please excuse the beeping. We had to do a special thing to just get this thing to turn on, and right now it's beeping, but listen, the show must go on. You do have your Chevy aluminum sill plate, nice and simple. All those great seat controls. The seat material, I'm telling you, wait until you get in it, it's gonna feel like an all-new Suburban, because technically it is. Steering wheel, we do have Super Cruise, that easy to use, autonomous hands-free driving. Love the way it's flat black on the switchgear, heated steering wheel. Even the way they designed it, the new shape of it looks great. You do have a power tilting and telescoping wheel, and then we have our plethora of different buttons here. So you have your different drive modes, your 4x4 system, and of course all your lighting and everything else that you need. Electric trailer disconnect. And then check out the dash. 11 inches of super clear resolution. You could scroll through a cornucopia of information in that center display, and we have a head-up display, which is a nice touch as well in this Premier trim. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to the mid-row and the third row and see what we could put people-wise in this Suburban. All right, guys, inside the Suburban. Basically, the Suburban is the Tahoe Max. You know how the Expedition has an Expedition and an Expedition Max because it's longer? They just still call it a Suburban because that name means so much to Chevrolet. Now, yes, the seats are gonna be hard to keep clean just because they're a lighter color, but I love the material, and they do give you a proper captain's chair armrest, so I'm very happy about that. I'm also happy that they continue to bring these wireless entertainment systems to where you could use your headsets that are provided or plug your own stuff in with the HDMI cords. You could play games. You could even do where, like, say your kid is like, I'm hungry. Instead of sitting there going, I'm hungry over and over again, you could actually, the kid, your kid, or somebody else's kid, I don't know, maybe you're driving somebody's kid around, that's kind of weird, but maybe you are. They could tell you that they're hungry, and they could actually send to you where they want to eat and the coordinates in the navigation. That's how ridiculous technology is getting right now. Back when I was a kid, if I ever said I was hungry, my dad would tell me to shut up, or he would give me something to cry about. Boy, how things have changed. Command center, you got your two cup holders, you got your AC controls. Look at the digital readouts, really nice. Heated seats, but no ventilated seats. That's a zonk. USB-Cs, DOS, two HDMIs, DOS, and then you have your home power source down below. These seats are great. I like the way that the screens, you could tilt them very nice and easy. Watch this, you ready? 3, 2, 1. They're very comfortable. They feel good. And of course they slide and they recline. And then watch this. Now I'm gonna get into the third row. You ready for this one? So I'm gonna take the seat. I'm gonna go like this. Then we're gonna go like this. Look at all that great space. Come on in. How you been? Village Inn. Sitting here. I got USB-Cs. I just wish they would give some nice armrests. Like, it's just plastic. And somebody put their, look, Lori. Somebody put their snot rag in here. This is gross. Ooh. Ooh. I think it's still wet. I got lots of headroom. I got the AC vents, USB-Cs, like I said. It's actually comfortable. It's just I wish this wasn't plastic. But let's get into the cargo area and see what else we could put in this Suburban. All right, guys, cargo area time. Hit the button. Nice electric assist. Rises up, and you're gonna get maximum cargo space. Just with the third row up, you're basically getting well over 30 cubic feet of space. And then what I like about what they've done here is that you have your home power source, easy to get to, perfect for tailgating. And we have our switch gear to fold down the seats. Look how nice that is. Once you put that down, you have about 122 cubic feet of space. Think about this. If you get kicked out of your house and you need somewhere to live, you can live out of your Suburban. Get yourself an air mattress, get yourself a coffee maker, maybe a blender, one of those Ninja blenders, and you can live out of this thing. It's a mobile condo. Now, I know you want to go for a drive. So do I, because I want to see if this thing drives really well or like a school bus because of its size. But you're going to have to wait for that one because we need to wrap it up here from the State Fair. All right, guys. We've been hitting it hard. We've been hitting it heavy here at the Texas State Fair. Definitely want to thank everybody at Chevrolet for getting us access to this updated, changed up Suburban. Let me know in the comments section what you're thinking. Did Chevy get it right? Are you happy with their full size big boy of a Suburban? Let me know in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. I'll come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rights family. Of course, we need to give it up. LGR, without her, you wouldn't be seeing me right now and you wouldn't be hearing me. She's manning that camera, woman-manning that camera very well. Show her some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for being the best in the biz. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.